0 out of 3,000. 0. None. That's how many refugee visas Scott Morrison has processed for people fleeing Afghanistan out of the 3,000 that he promised 6 months ago. Yet today, to cover up his own failure and distract people and try and trick Australians, he's made another rubbish announcement. Let's have a look though at what's really going on. Today he said, we'll do 15,000 visas over the next few years. Well, 5,000 of those 15,000 are simply family visas for the husbands and wives and children of Australians. 5,000. There's nothing new. They're already in the program. Are people supposed to be grateful that Morrison has now said they can have the same rights as every other Australian citizen? What does he say to the Afghan Australians who've been waiting for literally years, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years to be reunited with their families? There's a people, they're in my electorate, I know them, I help them, who've never met their own children. They've missed years of their children growing up overseas because the Morrison government will not process their visas. They've been actively discriminated against. If you fall in love with someone from overseas and your husband or wife is from America or Europe, it takes 5 to 7 months on average to get a visa. But if your husband or wife is from Afghanistan under this mob, it's taken on average 43 months and in many cases 9 or 10 years. Of the other 10,000 visas Morrison announced today, well, there's not one single new place in the refugee program. Not one. All he's said is he'll do 10,000 visas over 4 years. While the Taliban are hunting and killing people right now who need and deserve our help. This represents just 18% of Australia's refugee program in the next 4 years. Our country was more generous to Syria and Iraq, frankly, countries with which we have far less a relationship than Afghanistan. Afghans have been in Australia since the 1860s when the first Cameliers arrived. They helped open up and build the middle of our country. We've had a long-standing relationship for 150 years with the people of Afghanistan. There's people there who risked their lives, whose families died to save Australians and protect and work with our troops and defence forces when they were there. This is insulting to everyone who served and to Afghan Australians. I've spoken strongly about this in Parliament. And after one speech, I got a call from an eminent veteran in our local area. He's a man I respect. He served in the Vietnam War. He doesn't vote Labor, but we respect each other. He said, good on you for speaking up, because I've never got over the shame and the guilt of our country abandoning the people who helped us in Vietnam, and we're doing it again. Shame on Scott Morrison for his failure so far, and shame on him for trying to fool Australians with a rubbish announcement.